um, that little spark, like, yes, it's We'll Decide Wednesday. I get to talk about like random stuff.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Megan Miller, and this is We'll Decide Wednesday, which is a special feature of the Do Better podcast. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm doing fantastic, and it is a beautiful day. Finally, it's been super hot. How are you doing?
I'm good, ready to spin this wheel. Let's see what we get. I feel like I laugh at every topic. So the question is, what do you think of masks? Which is kind of ironic because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was a topic submitted by my mom, Vicky DeLeon, but she turned her Facebook off for a little bit, needed a little break. So she's not watching us today. So I'll have to text her and let her know that her topic was chosen.
And she gets some swag, right?
Yes. So
Yes.
I don't have to actually mail it this time. I'll see her on Friday and I will just give it to her. So,
Nice.
Hi, Leslie and Jenny. Speaking of swag, Jenny, did yours come yet? I know the mail is taking forever. So I don't know if it's arrived. Did you get your card with your swag yet? See what she says. And then Joe, do you want to talk first or do you want me to talk first about the masks?
I've been doing it the past 2 weeks. I'll let you go first this time.
Okay. So I don't even know if I can talk for 2 minutes and 30 seconds about masks, but
Okay.
Hi, Crystal. Okay. So I will talk about masks. And then, yes, I saw Leslie put some information in the chat box about her mask situation. She said, we were talking earlier about schools and she put some information in about schools. So before I talk about masks, Leslie said Oklahoma is a mix. My district is traditional in-person starting August 17th. Masks are required. Some are delayed starting. Some are going to AB schedule. Also, I'm really hoping my topic gets picked. Well, it didn't get picked this time, but maybe it will next week. All right, So here we go. Whoa. No, I don't want 1 hour and 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
You know what? We could have a podcast on this for like that long. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure some people could. Okay, so here we go. So I will say when everything first started, I had friends posting about like buying masks and making masks and all things masks. I wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't do anything with the mask situation. But then as it got clearer and clearer that things weren't changing anytime soon, I did order some. I found there was one of my friends had posted a fundraiser that was being done. So that was cool. I was able to get some masks and support a nonprofit foundation at the same time. And they're orange and black, which I love the color orange, and they look like little Nemo fish. So that's really cool. I also got some for my son that fit really nicely too. But we haven't had to wear them that much because we're not going anywhere. So I like have it, I bring it with me in case I need it. But I haven't been in a grocery store since March. I haven't gone into any place of anything besides like a private beach and my chiropractor. So I wear it to the chiropractor. I went to the dermatologist. I wore it there. The longest I've worn one, I took Taylor, my son, begged to go into Target the other day because he saw Target. So maybe like 15 minutes. And for me, it didn't bother me. I know some people, it's like they're getting headaches or whatever. I don't see the big deal. I know there's a lot of debate about, how effective they are and whatnot, but this is such like an uncertain time where there's just not enough information out there about what the virus exactly does. And until there's a vaccine, I'll take the chance, right? Like in the safe direction. So I'll wear the mask if it even cuts my percentage of getting it down by like 2%. That's good for me.
Yeah.
Even if it does nothing, I'd rather err on the side of caution. It's not entirely mask related, but just from like a data behavior analytics standpoint, I wish that more information was being presented on like observable behaviors that we could be doing that truly do affect things. So like the people who end up with a COVID diagnosis, what exactly happened there versus the people that like might have been in the same situation but didn't end up getting COVID. So like we know someone who lives in like a really small house. Sorry, my time's up, but I'll finish my story. We know someone that's in a really small house and he tested positive, but his roommate never got it. And they're like, the house is like tiny. So like, how is that possible? Whereas like, I know other people where they quarantined out of safety right away, even before they were symptomatic, and the whole family got it. So it's like, what, like we need to have more details about what's going on with all that. And of course it's frustrating when people try to say like wearing a mask is a conspiracy and all that, but that's, I didn't want to bring all that up, so I didn't. All right, Joe, you're up.
All right. So before I go, generally said that it can't hurt to wear one, which I agree. So let me start my time with that. So for a mask, I go into, so I have two things. I'm a BCBA and I go into multiple people's homes. A lot of my parents, well, all my parents are really adamant about being safe, being, wearing masks when they're out in public, or they just don't go anywhere. They stay in their house. They don't go anywhere. They don't go shop. I mean, if they go shopping, it's because they're picking it up. They're very cautious. Even though they're cautious and I'm cautious and I don't go anywhere without my mask, or I don't go anywhere that I don't need to be, or I'm not spending a whole lot of time in like big crowded areas, I still think that wearing a mask is something that you should be wearing just for the safety of you and the people that are around you. Of course, like we don't have like any actual like hard proof that's been replicated multiple times on how effective a mask is. But I feel like the more that we can do to protect everyone, the better off we are. My wife is also high risk, so I also want to protect her. So regardless of how I feel or anyone feels, I'm wearing a mask regardless. Now, when I go fishing, that's a completely different story. I'm not wearing a mask then. However, I might have to cover my face just to protect myself from mosquitoes. But other than that, I just feel like there could be so much more information that's distributed out there that's factual. Right now, there's so much misinformation going around. A lot of people debating over everything that's underneath the sun with this virus. And I know Facebook got slammed yesterday with taking down posts, but that's a whole different slew. That's a whole different mess.
Yeah, we could add that.
My time is up.
We could add that as its own topic.
So bottom line is, I just feel like be mindful of other people and just wear a mask, regardless of who you're around or what their viewpoint is, just to be safe. So perfect. That's my 2 cents.
Thanks, Joe. I think that could be its own like separate topic. The should Facebook or other social media outlets, what should they do about fake news? We could add that as a wheel item. Yeah. I think it's funny that we have 2 behavior analysts here. I didn't even, for whatever, I guess because we only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds, think about, another aspect of this question would be like, how do you get people to wear them? Using what we know about behavior science. So I'll add that as a topic as well. Like, how could we increase safe measures during COVID or something like that? So, if anyone that's listening would like to share what you're doing with masks, feel free. If you have a topic that you think we should add to our wheel, because we do this without like any preparation or anything, we just throw it on there and then Joe and I talk for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Feel free to add it in the comments. And then if your topic gets chosen, you'll get some swag Jenna Lee got hers today. She said, I love it. And I shared with a fellow behavior nerd. So I should mention you don't only get swag for yourself, but you get swag to share. So that's fun too. So we appreciate everyone that's tuning in for Wheel Decide Wednesdays and giving us some fun for the middle of our week. Joe, do you have anything else you want to add?
You know, a topic that I think that would be really interesting to talk about, and that would definitely not require any just it's just based off of our experiences, is whether or not we should drink Coke or diet sodas.
Okay.
Like, so what should you do? Should you drink that the regular Coca-Cola or regular soda, or should you drink diet soda?
Okay. I'll put
What's
that
better?
down.
What's better for you? I think that's an interesting debate and topic, and we can get behavior analytic with that because of the whole idea of consequences between the two. And we can definitely entwine that with some behavioral principles. So I think that would be interesting.
Awesome. Love it. Leslie already chimed in on that one and said neither. I think that's kind of where my point would go there too, but we'll talk about it if it comes up on the wheel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off for today. It was great seeing everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.